I've seen significant changes over the past number of years with children coming into school, and children pay less attention, find concentration more difficult. They flit from activity to activity rather than concentrate on one. Their social skills and their interaction are not as well developed, and they've kind of lost a sense of wonder and curiosity. We put it down to us getting older and maybe not as much in touch as we once were. Then I read an article by Sue Palmer. When we read what she was saying, we thought, this is what is wrong. Our children have entered another world, a two-dimensional world, and they're not developing all of the things that they used to develop before they came to school because they're spending so much time with technology, in their rooms, away from people, and not enough time in the real world.
In the first few years of life, the brain is very plastic. And this plasticity, what I mean by that is that it's got the ability to grow and learn. The more you learn, the more your brain's going to grow, there's going to be more neural connections, and that happens throughout life, but particularly within the first few years of life. And that's why it's so important for young people to spend time with other people, to play with parents, get scaffolding from parents, to really encourage this learning process and help the connections to form and for their brain to really grow. That will also happen with technology and other devices and things as well, but not quite at the same speed and not quite to the same extent as it would with the more traditional play and one-to-one interaction.
Now, we are raising a generation of children who have not had the experiences they need to make them resilient, socially competent, able to take risks, little risks, able to make their own decisions. These are problems, and it's up to all of us to sort out together.
21st century families are a group of mums, dads, carers, grands, grandpas, and educational professionals, anybody who works with children. The aim of the group is to help people to raise happy, resilient and healthy children in the 21st century.
I am a mother of 2 children, and from a very young age I was quite worried that they would become addicted to television or to computer games, and I was very aware of the advertising in the media that focuses towards children, and that's one of the main reasons that I am involved in the 21st Century Families group, who have kind of taken on everything that we are feeling as parents and rolled that out to other parents, hopefully inspire them. I don't want to feel as though I am banning television or I am banning DSs and I am saying that these are wrong. I think computers, television and games have a good influence on children to a point, but I believe in having a balance between all the modern technology and the more traditional values of play. I think that's very important.
We live in a very exciting time with new media and so on, and it's great for spreading ideas, but when it comes to raising children, it still takes a village to raise a child, and that village still has to be a real one. Real time, real space, real people, just getting together for the kids. And I think this sort of thing can spread through communities like wildfire once people start talking to each other.
As a group, 21st Century Families, we organised 4 roadshows in the East Kilbride area. We invited parents, grandparents to bring along their children, and they were very well attended. At the roadshows, we were trying to sort of show ways parents could spend time with their kids.
I came along to the roadshow today with an open mind of what it was about and all the different things that we can do with the children in the house if you get them back using their own mind, their own creativity. Everyone has to take a step back now because the video games, television, kids sitting on the sofa, all the things that are attached to that. I think events like this are very important to help us remember where we should be going with the childhood of our children.
In the 21st century, unfortunately, parents and adults are too busy trying to get their kids to look perfect. So this is to try and encourage it back to getting out and making mud pies, getting out and looking for worms, all that kind of thing. Hopefully it can roll on and start to maybe change the attitudes, because kids learn through play, and that's their main teaching method, is to learn through play.
SPELL are a voluntary organisation in South Lanarkshire, and we support over 130 toddler groups and play groups in this area. We've developed a play activity programme that supports and promotes the benefits of play between parents and young children. We became involved today to try and promote those benefits and to say how important it is in nurturing children at a very young age, and Spell would be very happy to become involved in future roadshows and with the 21st Century Families. We support the ethos behind the 21st Century Families, and we wish it every success in the future.
I'm a childminder myself, I'm a parent of teenagers, and I look after all different ages, and I think that when you see the children doing this from the primary sevens, sitting making spoons and puppets, it encourages their imagination and to teach them how to be children again. And then the younger children are wanting to copy them, and they're using all their skills, their scissor skills, their imagination, just their coordination, and they speak to each other. It's just really, really good, all in, and it just brings back childhood as it should be, I think.
Yes, we've got my two. This is mummy and daddy spoons. We went to Castlefield last week and my wee one's in nursery there, and I came here today because I've got two children here, and it's great. They had great fun last week doing all their decorating and painting as Mike was doing just now, so it's very good fun. Rather than be stuck at the front of a computer or a television, they use their skills and they start to use their brain a wee bit as well, so yeah, I really like it. They're having great fun.
All 4 roadshows have had a great success. We've had lots of feedback from parents that said that they got lots of ideas from the roadshows that they were going to take home and carry on in the house, and that was the point of it. It's not to preach to the parents, it's just to give them ideas and just an option of what else you can do in a rainy day, or instead of them wanting the latest toy that's advertised on telly, find something to do in the house that the children will be quite happy, you know, by the time they get engrossed in what they're doing.
Obviously you can do a wee bit of watching telly and a wee bit of what I would call junk play. But the real play that kids need tends to be outdoor if possible. It doesn't have to be supervised or directed by adults. It should be with other kids. And it does not require any particular equipment. It's just, you know, you make a den with what's there, you make a go-kart or whatever with what's there, you create your own world. And this is what children need to grow up whole and healthy and bright and balanced.
We were delighted when Sue Palmer came along to one of the road shows. It was an acknowledgement really that we were on the right lines, and she was very supportive and very complimentary about us. And it's kind of given us the push to say, yeah, we're on the right lines, we're doing what she wants, and we need to try and gather as many parents on this journey so that we can actually change the futures of the children in the 21st century.